Peace, what's the deal? Summer back into his house. Oh. As we continue on, hope y'all enjoyed the little East-West series thing. Got more to come on that. But, gotta go on close out baby girls segment. With this video, then I'm gonna do a little recap at the end, and we'll chill out and go to some more topics. Oh yeah. Now, so now I'm gonna kick this one off by saying, I hope my words are effective upon the ears of all those who may be fortunate enough to hear these messages that I'm giving. Well, because heaven knows the world needs it. At the end of the day, in the words of O-Dog and Minister Society, it's fucked up around here. In a nutshell. Especially, it's gotten worse since that movies came out. I mean, I'm not saying blaming them, you know what I'm saying? It's gotten worse since when I was a kid. Technology is evolving, and people are devolving, and become and operating more of a savage state. And I'm gonna come back. I think the last hoorah with me and baby girl. But for now, I don't want to drain it. We're already about 35, 36 videos in or something like that. But anyway, now I don't think I got to finish breaking down the whole science of the number 6. One more time. Oh, where is that? Where is that? No, I know me. Where is it at? It won't take too long this time. There we go. A little bit more organized today. Yeah. So, finish breaking down the science of the number 6. 6 and 6 are one and the same. And you may say, well, why do you say that, Mr. Sam? And I'll say this. Now, the number 3, the Holy Trinity, when you bring that back to the body, of course you got mind, body and soul. Some would say the Holy Spirit, the mind and spirit is the same thing. Logos. In the beginning was the word. That's actually how one of the reasons or what the way I came to the knowing that ye are gods or we are gods was through an actual Bible concordance. In the Bible, Jesus says you don't when you go to the old pre-translated or whatever, there's a part about what Jesus says, you don't understand my words. Or the book says, I don't know, yeah, I feel like I'm just like talking in third person and shit. And I'm like, you do not understand my logos. Or it's you do not understand my word. Now in the Bible concordance, well, when you go to the Greek version, you say you don't understand my logos. Logos, L-O-G-O-S, logos. Logos, and I looked up that in the Bible concordance. All right, baby, I'm eating her popcorn. Shit. Y'all heard shit up, but I don't mind this. But, so, when you go to the concordance, the Bible concordance, which is like a book that translates words from the Bible and all that. But even when you go to the concordance, it says logos means word or mind. Well, I took that and I said, okay. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, or whatnot. I'm kind of butchered that, but so the Word is the logos. Logos is the mind. So I said, I get it now. That's the divine part of us, the mind. Actually, a soul, but the spirit through which we are connected is the mind or whatnot. But anyway, the six. So you have the three. The big three of the chakra alignment is the root chakra, the heart chakra, and the crown chakra. The crown chakra is what connects you to the heavens. The root chakra is what keeps you grounded in the physical. The heart chakra is the balance between the two. So that's three. Sex is not just physical copulation between a man and a woman. Sex is the solar-phallic energy or the virility of the sun when it penetrates the earth, which would be the feminine receptive aspect. It puts that seed, the life seed in it, which allows the earth to use that, or which the earth uses to give birth to plant life or whatnot. That's sex as well, copulation or whatnot. So, but when we get to the human, when we break it down to humans, or us, 6 is sex. 6, sex. 3. So me being a man, I have a root chakra, the heart chakra, and a crown chakra. A young lady that I would be with would have all 3 of those as well. The ideal is to operate to open all your chakras up. You open all your chakras up, those 3 are included within the total package. So when you and your other significant other or whoever you're dealing with or whatever, when y'all come together, not just sexually, but just come together as a couple or whatever you got going on, 3 and 3. Which makes the 6. And that's the science of the 6, the letter 6. So, I just want to share that. Now, let's get into some more of this lessons of love, which is these last 2 videos will probably be pretty much a recap. So now, one thing I want to speak about in regards to love is the love, because love is more than just an intimate love between 2 sexual lovers or counterparts, sexual counterparts or whatever, right? So, but that would be the love between man and woman. Now we got to go back to the Trinity: the man, the woman, and the child, or children. The children. You know, some love the kids. You better know that. Which is one of the reasons why I'm so coarse on these newbies who utilize these social media platforms as tools to promote this I'm a whore but I'm not a whore lifestyle. And these guys are not checking nothing. You got guys doing interviews with these women and they're not getting to, I don't know if they pandering or what they doing, but they're not challenging this shit. If not for the sake of just challenging this, it's not just for the sake of challenging this shit. If it's bullshit, at least for the sake. And I ain't gonna even go as far to say it's bullshit because to each his own. But like I say, my gripe with that is, for one, and I was about to say I come from an era where, but even my era, this was before my era, but the OGs before us had a phrase called ladies of the night, which meant, aka prostitutes. They were called ladies of the night because, for one, that's when a lot of the freaks come out at night. That's one. But to take it on a more Ishtarish metaphysical level or occult level, I will go even as far as to say, lady of the night, peace to Hecate. Lady of the night means undercover, aka keeping these whorish ways hidden to some degree. As opposed, this is not. You might just say the same thing about, they talk about pimping out in the open, and I'm like, well, shit, I ain't either. I'm the same way. Same way with that. It's like, it's just too. It's too wide open. But And I'll say that because um, these people are not, like I always use the 90s rap guys as a reference. Now we talk about everything under the sun in them days, but at least you got both sides of the story for the most part. You got the good and you got the bad. Yeah, you can do all this shit, but this shit comes with it. I don't really see that, at least not the things that I see, or especially with these girls talking this. Like I said, if you gonna live that life, because that is a thing. And I don't want women who live that life to think that I'm just on the attack. But what I'm saying is, know yourself, know what you're doing. Like, because a woman is like, wow, I need a man that's making at least $200K. What context are you speaking within when you say this? Because if you talk about a relationship is supposed to be based off of a genuine love and a genuine interest and aspiration to be with said person. It's nothing genuine when, because if I don't have that 200K or that person doesn't have that 200K, you're going to walk away. There's nothing genuine about that. That's not how love works. That's not the way love goes. Like a moth full of flame burnt by the fire. Or with somebody fire burning. That is not how love goes. That's not love. But they'll say these things and turn around and say, well, I'm not a hoe. It's like, well, hold up, man. What are you? Because that ain't how love works. That ain't how an intimate love between two people operates. And like I say, the reason I say that is because you send you have these followings, and these little girls follow you. And everybody's not built for that life, and you know this. Because a lot of y'all, I'm willing to bet, have horror stories or know that there are cons that come with that. And by social media being so accessible, it's not like when we was growing up. You know, you hear this shit through music and shit, whatever, but not even to this degree. This is ridiculous. And when you heard the music, it was understood that these women was like, yeah, we're hoeing. There wasn't no mixed messages. So the point I'm trying to make is, and I know this sounds redundant, but you have to be redundant these days. I don't mind talking in circles because shit goes to one ear, come out the other. You have to keep spinning the block on these niggas, especially these days. But make a distinction. If a man asks you, what do you require out of an interview or whatever asks you, what do you require out of a man in regards to a relationship? If you're not if you just out here trying to get money, you should say, well, I'm not in the relationship, I'm in the money. I'm in the strut my stuff and selling it for however much. You should say that. Be clear. Not all this, I'm a hoe, but I don't want to come off as a hoe. You want to play the, because for one, whose business is it anyway? What drives you to make you feel like you have to get in front of a camera and say, hey, I need a man that can give me $100K a month? No, if you find enough to do this shit, put yourself on your pictures up or whatever the fuck y'all do these days, stretch your stuff, and when you come across these people or whatever, you put yourself in the areas where those people be, you got that kind of money or whatever the fuck, and you let it be known to them, or do whatever you do. What drives you to feel like you have to get in front of the camera and say, and I need $200K from a man to be in a relationship? Y'all are idiots. I know what it is. It's you want validation from other women who feel like that. You want to say that just so, because if you can do that, if you have the utilities and the abilities to go out and make niggas do that, spend that kind of money, why, bro, what's your, okay, you in a rap song, whatever. That's rapping shit. But even with that, at least when you rap about it, at least when you get in your interviews, at least have enough sense to say, hey man, this is not the life for every girl. You might not, don't follow me, don't do what I do just because I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not, if you so desire to move like that, that's you, but have some type of goddamn explanation. Because you're going to have the 15-year-old girls in high school, you fucking up the dating pool. You had all the 15-year-old girls in high school following your little funky tail talk, and now it's hard for the young, the niggas they age to get at them because they run around. I need a nigga with 50K that can buy me Birkin bags, and 9 times out of 10, them little niggas they ain't got it like that. So that's more of the girls from their speed turn the cold shoulder to them and trying to go get a fucking fake ID or whatever so they can sneak in the club and see if they can pull up all or some shit or whatever. Not knowing these niggas is maniacs. Let's not be crazy about it, funny about this shit. We all know it. You know these niggas is fucking, that money don't, niggas is maniacs. And that money be enhancing niggas' maniaism. So you had that little girl chasing some baller nigga and he get with her and dragging her through the mud and she gonna hold on tight while he hit every corner just cause he has money or is perceived to have money. And 3 years later, she'll be scorned and mad at all men. Man, ain't shit no motherfucker, you went chasing the wrong man for the wrong reasons. So tell them that part. You know what I'm saying? Tell them about that shit. So take it back. So there's no context to this shit. You can't say, well, I require a man to have 100K and then turn around and say, no, when the motherfucker asks you, go back to baby girl. When the lady asked her, what do you want out of a man? The first thing she said was a man that can respect my career, her career. A man that can respect her career, aka translation for you dummies. A man who can respect the fact that, hey, I don't want yours, just don't get in the way of me making mine. If you can respect me doing what I need to do to get mine via this music and all these ventures she was into or whatever, please do so. She ain't say, and that's a woman, more than a woman, really, but just to keep it basic. She didn't say, oh, he has to be the richest man in the world, and whoopty wham, and yada yada yada. And she didn't say all that. Her whole shit was regular relationship shit a regular guy could do without being a fake billionaire or whatever the fuck these niggas, pseudo rich ass niggas is on. That I told you niggas a long time ago. A lot of these niggas is, I'm not saying, I'm talking about, yeah, anyway. These niggas is, anyway, that's real woman shit, womanhood. That's the type of woman I would want my daughter to listen to. A woman who is basically saying, hey man, go back to what I was saying about the independent woman thing. See, we got that wrong. Like when I see people attack that concept, And when they attack it, they say, see, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all feel like y'all don't need a man. And whoop. It's like, no. I didn't, when women start screaming independent woman, I'm an independent woman, I'm an independent chick. I was like, I can dig that. Because at the end of the day, we all have to stand on look, if I met you in the club and we talk on the phone the next day and you say, but what do you do for a living? And I said, I'm waiting for a woman, I'm waiting to find a white woman to take care of me. You would say, you know, we live in a crazy world, so some women go for that. But for the most part, the average woman would say, this nigga is fucked up, right? So what's the difference between one? So, as a man, before I even, not saying I have to be fully established, or I can't, or I should allow not being in the best financial position at one time or another keep me from pursuing a woman or entertaining a relationship. But I don't know what you say. Take them up out there in the corner who ain't got nothing. The first thing they need to be doing is fucking with it. A relationship, getting your shit together, making sure you can provide for yourself. I don't give a fuck with it. My belly, just my ribs touching. I don't give a damn about no fucking pussy. How much of a lover you are. We should be a little no. Motherfucker, I am hungry. I need food. I need to find a way to get some bread around this bitch. I can't even focus on the fucking. Now, if you're gonna come help me with that, or you know, that's one thing. Then we can entertain both. But so I bring that back to both parties. As a woman, you should feel the same way. You shouldn't be sitting around. It ain't, you won't like it. But you have to actually go out and find a man or find a guy or whatever. But when you're in commission of doing that, you don't sit around and just be broke and say, well, I'm going to be broke till I find that dude. No, you're going to do something to get some fucking money. Work or whatever the fuck you're going to do. You're going to do something. That's independence. Independence to me is not saying I don't need a man for nothing. It's saying, no, I'm going to take care of, which is everybody is their own responsibility. I don't care how much you try to dress it up. Oh, the man is the provider. No. Before I meet you, you need to, if you single and I'm single, this concept of the man being a provider is no excuse for you to not have your shit together as a single woman. I don't fuck about what society say. It's not about, well, the man is a provider, so I'm going to just go out. I'm going to just sit around and be broke until I find him. I mean, no. I don't want a bitch like that either. I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't expect a woman to want to fuck with me if I was like, well, you know, I don't believe in doing for myself. I believe in just living on women. I would expect the bitch to say, stiff arm. But that's what y'all are doing to a certain degree, but not to that. That's an extreme. But I'm saying, when a woman says she's independent, basically what she's saying is, I would rather independent woman because she's saying, I can take care of my own shit. Now, if you can take care of your own shit, then that means when you step to me, we don't have to base the relationship on how much I can do for you. We can base this shit on more meaningful things like what we have in common, what you like, what I like, how we can be beneficial to each other, what type of value we can be to each other, or how we can cultivate the value. Because you're supposed to already have your own value instilled in you. We just supposed to cultivate each other's inner value. So, um, these are the things that you need to know. Not just for you, for the goddamn kids. Because if y'all keep doing the bullshit, the kids gonna raise up, come up the same way, and it's gonna be bullshit going. It's bullshit. Look, what you gonna do when your son come home one day and meet the end up, say your son, right? I need 100K. I need a 200K. Say one of them little girls you influenced doing your little reign as a rapper or socialite or whatever the fuck y'all are. Say he runs into one of those and she run through him or run over him. And he come home and you crying, mama, she and the whole while she got this mentality and following you. See how the circle of life work? Then what you do? What you gonna say? You gonna look at your son like you look at these niggas you run through and say, yeah, man, that's what it is. That's how women do. We do it like that, nigga. Wipe them tears. No, you gonna be mad the motherfucker. You gonna probably wanna fight and all that shit. You ain't the only motherfucker that's capable of having sons around here. So, the same thing with daughters and men and shit. Now, with the men, it's more so about not hide behind that fucking money. That's why a lot of niggas that be having all that bread be shallow because they trying to not saying smart men don't get money or men of substance don't get money. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying a lot of these niggas who place to overemphasize or place the overemphasis or overemphasize the money. They're trying to hide something that they're lacking, or they're trying to make up for something they're lacking within. A lot of niggas be shallow. All that shit be looking good on the outside, but then when you get a motherfucker in the room or you sit them down in the living room and it's time to talk, the conversation don't go too far because some of you motherfuckers don't even know how far conversation's supposed to go because y'all shallow. So it's like, that's why a lot of shit don't be working and it be volatile because you got two empty vessels damn near, or two motherfuckers operating out their root chakra, what smells good, feels good, tastes good, and all that shit. You operate from your lower self. That's why when they ask you what you need out of a man, you don't say nothing of higher. You don't. When they ask these girls, well, what do you want out of a man? They don't respond. The response has nothing to do with anything of substance because you have to be dealing with up here. You have to be on a mental level. They are animalistic. Root chakra, if you trapped in your root chakra, you're going to be operating from an animalistic perspective, which means the only thing you really give a fuck about is physicality. Can I eat it? Can I wear it? Is there some type of financial security in it? So the first thing you respond with when a person say, well, what do you expect out? What do you want out of a man? Well, he got to have 100K in his bank account. You go straight to the physical shit. Why? Because you're trapped in the root chakra. And that will be your own undoing. That's hell. When you want to, whatever that was a hell, it's a mentality that keeps you stuck down here. How much money does he make? Can he take me out to boil crab legs every night? And how good is his dick game and all this shit? How good is the pussy? And it's all root chakra shit. You're stuck there. You need the root chakra. Get me wrong, keep you grounded and enjoy things of the physical nature and food and eat and motivate you to go out and do what you need to sustain yourself and all that. So the root chakra is not, oh, I don't like the red chakra. No, you're not saying that. Saying don't get stuck there. You need to operate on all your shit. That's why the Kundalini energy raises up and passes through all of them. So you operate on all of them. You can have the intelligence to do what you need to do, physically or to deal with the things that pertain to the root chakra. So you can know what you have to do. But you have the intelligence to know what to have emotional intelligence to deal with the sacral chakra. Have the willpower to execute and go out and do the things you need to do to provide yourself with these things. Have the heart chakra to balance this shit all out and understand the oneness of it all so that you can go out and do things within this society without being an animal about this shit and stepping on everybody's toes and shit and not giving a fuck about that person. Even this shit, you have men out there that are willing to give you this fucking money and shit and do this shit. But don't be out here doing this shit in the guise of love. Don't be trying to pose to somebody's fucking housewife and the whole while you just trying to get some bucks out of them. And then when that shit dries up, you leave them up, you leave a wounded man with a broken heart because he thought he was into some shit, some real shit. Whole while you just wanted his bread. When the whole while you could have been over here breaking some other motherfucker that's like, hey, I got it. I don't give a fuck about you as a person. I don't just take the money. If some niggas tell you, hey, you got, that's what I'll say. I'm not knocking it. I'm just knocking the way they doing this shit because you have niggas out here who will tell you out their own mouth, man, I don't pay them to stay, I pay them to leave. Understandable. But some of these hoes, yes, get away from me. Going on because you ain't like shit. Now, me personally, I'm not paying for no pussy, so I just will find me, even if I ain't in no relationship, I just find me quality women who are on the same level as me, even though I'm not trying to be in a relationship. Women that are not trying to be in a relationship either, but not be animals about it. They ain't not trying to, they don't give a fuck about how can you for some money and shit or whatever. They just trying to do what you doing or whatever. It's the fast world out there. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pull on people's heartstrings and shit and fuck the world up because you do that and then you send that motherfucker out to somebody else wounded and that shit spreads to the other person. He might go and meet he probably was a good person. You fuck him up. Now you send somebody that once was a good person, probably still is, just went through some shit. He meet another good person. Now he suspicious of this motherfucker and he fucking them up, or he bring his baggage from that shit to her, or she's bringing it even with the man shit. It's, you scarring the women and shit, but you know how this shit go, man. I say, I told you another video. You be having all that money. I'm not saying in everybody, all dudes with money operate like this, but I'm saying a lot of the times, once they know that they can keep you there, once they fuck over you, and they know they can drop some bread in your face, or buy you some shit to keep you from leaving, stay money, or whatever the fuck they stick you up to stay money, or whatever the fuck you want to call this shit. Them niggas say, well, I got a pass. I know I can drag this bitch through the mud, but I don't want her to leave, so I want her to stay. Yeah, come on, let's go shopping. And then eventually the nigga might fuck around. Say, I don't like this bitch no more. Get the fuck out. Then what you gonna do? I got my little secret stash on my secret account or whatever. That's why they be doing that shit. Yeah, that's a little filthy world they live in. Yeah. So, and then you run out and say, oh, he ain't shit. You wasn't shit either, because you know you wasn't there for the nigga genuinely. He might not be shit either, but maybe y'all attracted for a reason. So y'all burn each other out, then you don't find other motherfuckers to do the same shit with, whatever. This is the world we live in. It's filthy. A cesspool. That's why you have to have some game around here, because if you have kids, you gotta know how to warn them about this type of shit. It's fucked up out here. I say root chakra shit, man. Read about it. You know, because shit ain't gonna never get, you know, like I said, shit don't happen overnight, but we don't have to be living like no fucking animals, man. That's what we're doing right now. Um, Let me see something. I feel like I can find something worth speaking to y'all about real quick. Yeah, some horrible shit going on, right? Like I say, man, you can say what you want to say about 90s rap and that old bitches and hoes ain't shit. That shit kept a nigga. That shit kept a nigga stay from a lot of bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I just happen to have my own discernment to be able to not just be one way about it. I conscious. Some hoes. I know some good women around here I can probably find, and I'm a good judge of character when it comes to women. You know, it ain't never 100% sure shot, but yeah, you know, I kind of read women. You know, so that part, man. And like I said, man, the job of the man and women with children. So I'm kind of off the subject, but I want to speak on this too. Back to what Pac said about you said we scared to let each other fly. And I'm gonna give you an example of that with a mother and a child. I seen this lady and her son ordering food one time in a restaurant. The little boy asked for something. Probably about 4 or 5 or something like that. He was making his order. Mama told him, "Get what you want, baby." Woo, woo, woo. He said one thing, and she said, "Oh no, you're not gonna like that. You ain't gonna get you that. 'Cause you're not gonna like that." I was like, so you got people, and she didn't mean no harm, but she didn't know she was being controlling at the time. Because in my mind, I was like, well, how the fuck you know? You don't know what he would like. You can assume. I know we all want to love to think, well, I know my baby like, and you know, I didn't know I liked guacamole till shit about 10 years ago. When I was growing up, the shit was disgusting to me. I ended up eating it one day as a grown man. Well, I love avocados now. So even we don't know what the fuck we like sometimes. So I thought, in my mind, like she could at least gave the guy the freedom to taste it one time. And if he didn't, he'd be like, "Well, you were right, Mom. It was some bullshit." She didn't even do that. She said, "Oh no, you're not gonna like that." And I was like, but you see how we operate. That she probably didn't like the shit. She probably didn't like the shit or whatever. But that goes back to what I was telling you about the vanity shit. Women be so into themselves and they be feeling themselves so much, they try to make you them. So she's saying, "No, I don't like it. So I know you're not gonna like it. Cause you should be like me, and I ain't." This is how I'm perceiving it. I'm going a little deeper with this shit. It wasn't been too crazy. It was just that with them. But I kind of analyzed shit, and I'm like, I didn't like it because I don't want to make it seem like it was just a big deal. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I was like, how would you know? You don't know. This is to show you how fucked up we are as humans. It's like, if it was me, I'd be like, well, maybe he would have liked it. Or maybe he would have ate the shit and it's been the best shit he ever tasted in his life. "Oh, Mom, I love it." And he and found him a new goddamn food item or some shit. But you see just how fast she kept. It costed her nothing to let him eat that shit. To get it is to taste it and whatever. But you see how we fuck up, how we shortstop each other. You know what I'm saying? I was just looking at her like, yeah, he kind of wrong for that, but it's not a major big deal. Like, you're the worst parent in the world or shit, but to be the little shit sometimes. I pay attention to the small shit because it be them small telltale signs. So she probably a controlling woman. She probably do that shit with her husband. No. Husband be like, hey man, I was thinking about going to the wooty. Well, you wouldn't like that. No. But she don't. So, oh, you wouldn't like that. Well, no, you don't need to try it. Trust me, you're not going to like it. How the hell would you know? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. But it's just small shit like that you got to pay attention to, man. But back to the kids, man. A man's job, bro. If you don't want the shit to happen to you, look, the woman's job is to show the son, give him an example of the type of woman he should pursue, or at least there's nobody's all the same, but at least on a general a general sketch to some degree of what kind of woman to pursue in his life. And the father should give him an example of what type of man to be to that woman and what type of man you should be in order to attract that type of woman. The father's job is to be to the little girl is to provide her with an example of what type of man she should be pursuing. The only so far, like I say, everybody's different. You don't want her to go out and be looking for a carbon copy of you, but just on the general things, the general scheme of it all of a man. Not, well, my daddy liked the Bulls, so you should like them and all this shit. No, we talking about particulars. We talking about the man should provide an example of a man who tends to his woman's emotional needs, does what he needs to do to maintain the things, food, clothing, and shelter, whatever. Treats her like a queen, which we probably gonna lost the fucking concept of that, but yeah, etc. Now, how he does that particularly, he might bring roses to the mama every Friday. She might meet a man just as good as her father. He might not be into roses. Get your girl flowers, though, because I'm going to be honest. When I was talking, when me and me and Shawty Rock was together, the eight of y'all, we had an argument and shit, like right when we was breaking it off or whatever. And she was like, we was talking about, we were going back and forth. And she just out of the blue, you never bought me flowers. I was like, where the fuck that come from? She fucked me up with that. I said, what? We was talking about some whole other shit. And she just said, you never bought me flowers. I was like, get your woman flowers. Fucked it up and shit. Just in case. She fucked me up with that one. Shawty Wild, she was like, you never bought me flowers. I was like, yeah, threw me off. I was like, what? Flowers? I didn't know you liked flowers. Sorry. Some shit. It's too late now, but hey. That shit that was oh shit, man. That shit that was wild. Shawty like, you never brought me flowers. I'm like, god damn. That's movie type job. Fuck me up. But yeah. Get your girl flowers. Fuck it. Damn. If she don't like it, fuck it, don't do it no more. At least do it one time. You don't want to be that guy. Shit come out the blue. You never bought me flowers. It'll fuck you up. I'm on some joking shit. It'll fuck you up. It fucked me up. Like, what? Flowers? You like flowers? I didn't think girls into that type of shit no more. Y'all so rowdy. She wasn't one of them type, though. She was a cool chick, man. I don't want to compare her to these vain whores that I'm talking about right now. I don't know what she grew to be, though. She could be one of those, man. I don't know. I haven't seen her, but at the time she wasn't. She still has innocence about herself and shit, so she fucked me up with that one, though, man. These are tears of laughter. I'm not crying over it and shit. She was funny, though. I'm laughing at myself, but I was like, fuck me up. What? Where the fuck that come from? Flowers? Yeah. These motherfucking women today so crazy, but shit, that's a risk. You fuck around, bring some flowers, and shit, 5 days later over here on the phone, this old weak ass nigga gonna bring me some flowers. What type of nigga is that? Yeah, bitch, you tried to open the door for me the other day. I can open the door myself. You fucking what the fucking Reebok committee bitches. Shout out to Jersey. Man, shit's crazy. But yeah, man. So yeah. But that's the fucking that's life. That's the real deal Holyfield shit. Not this dumb. I don't think. I'm glad I'm saying this shit because I don't think you niggas know that. Because if you did, you wouldn't be doing some of this shit. Y'all do this baby mama drama shit, baby daddy drama, and putting ties on flat, and yeah, you niggas is good. Running on line. This nigga ain't shit. Yeah, he got shit stains in his drawers and all this other stupid shit. Y'all, man, y'all niggas look ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be bro and broettes. Well, y'all like to call each other. Well, that was a thing one time. Women would call each other bros, which I don't know if y'all still do that, but yeah, man. The kids grew up the same way, man. So y'all have to be mindful of this shit. I don't be understanding what the fuck y'all be thinking. It's damn near like it's to the point to where you know we watching you, you're on line, you're on the world stage, so we see you. So you be like, this motherfucker here's an idiot. He's an idiot too. Guess what, y'all? I'm pregnant. Oh my God! Somebody get him. They bring another one into this world. Somebody get the baby. At least get the baby. These motherfuckers ain't gonna get him right. That's another idiot coming along. They gotta have any say. So they don't change. That's just another fucking useless eater that we dealing with on this planet. Real nigga shit. I know it sounds hard, but fuck the dumb shit, man. Somebody gotta say this shit, bro. It's ridiculous, man. I want to show y'all niggas something. Yeah, it is a bad motherfucker right here. Yeah, boy, I'll show you how real and feel it is. I'm gonna give y'all this one right here. Red now, goddamn it. Now I'm kind of not going on subject, but I told you I had a picture I wanted to show y'all. Now, one day, as a matter of fact, I think it was the last, not the last one. I got, but one of the last times I smoked weed. Oh, how I miss doing that. Oh, I need dollars with me. I was in the car getting litty, and I had I was watching the 1 in a Million video. Well, I had it on, but I wasn't looking at the screen. I was smoking, and in the music, I noticed the music had stopped. I think I was freestyling in my head or some shit. I don't know. But I noticed the music had stopped. But I look at the screen, it was froze up. And I'm gonna show you something. Show you what's on the screen. Gonna fuck you up. Niggas talking about aliens and shit. We're gonna show you some shit. And she showed me out. I was looking at this, I was like, who is that? Is that Pac or is that me or on some crime shit? Then I got the goddamn channel a couple of days later, or maybe a couple of weeks later. I said, no, motherfucker, that's you. I ain't gonna tell you how she told me. Well, I ain't gonna tell you how she sent the channel. But she did. But I was wondering, I'm like, man, I was like, damn, this is well, because this is the same shit that happened with Fife. When I seen that shell in the sky, I was in the kitchen cooking, the shit froze up. When I looked at the screen, it was froze up on that part. And I'm gonna show you something. When it froze, this is what it was. Alright, now look at, Can you see it good? Man, it's kind of hard to see it. Man, let me. This nigga right here though, you kind of can see. Let me see if I cut the lights off. Would it be better? Man, you got to see this nigga. You see that right there? Man, I'm gonna have to get. I think I'm gonna print the picture out. Probably be a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna print the picture out. But this nigga right here, that's a. This nigga right here, look, you kind of that light kind of fucking it up. It's kind of glowing. But look, let me see if I can get it right here. That's a nigga with a bandana on right here. Like he's looking down, like he's looking at it. Look, man, y'all think it's a game. I'm gonna print the picture out because you can't see this shit. You can't see it right here. I'm gonna print that picture out though. See if we can do a little bit more justice. When I looked at the shit, because when I saw it, when it froze up, I looked at the screen and yeah, man, they got me too. I thought I was clear as milk. I was trying out the goddamn cappuccino that I've been drinking with my coffee. Contains milk. So another one bites the dust when it comes to that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my life. I got a light, a corner of that shit left. I'm gonna drink that shit in the morning probably and bon voyage to that. I have to find me some more dairy-free shit to fucking drink. I ain't fucking around with it, man. I can't. Oh, it's draining. Once I'm done with that shit, I need to give me some damn burdock root. Some shit I saw online the other day. They said cleared all that shit all the way out. That shit. I'm kind of good right now. Like I said, I don't wake up with the boogers in my eyes and shit no more. All that shit coming from milk and shit. That shit be all in your ears, clog your ears up and shit. Probably with earwax coming from. Yeah, I'm done. Each his own though. It ain't an easy thing to get off of. Like I say, but I love cheese, nigga. You ask Mama Love, get in there. She used to tease me about that shit. Every time we used to go to Luby's, you used to be like, macaroni and cheese. Oh, shit. Because I used to go to, that used to be my shit, broccoli. I used to get the same shit all the time. The Luann plate, the fish, broccoli and cheese, macaroni and cheese, and strawberry shortcake. Unfortunately now, two of those items, well, I can get the broccoli without the cheese and shit, but yeah, man, I'm gonna miss it. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't in the business. I can all that snot draining back to the throat and coming out. And like I said, that shit is called, that's glaucoma and all that shit, because I remember it had been time before I stopped drinking milk and shit. I can feel like it used to be kind of like hard back, not hard, but like it used to be like a dry feeling back here and shit or some shit. And I used to be like, what the fuck is that? Hell, I'm trying to get on my Buddha monk shit and raise my Kundalini energy up and heal myself. But I'm not catching no cataracts and shit. I got that from Bobby C. Freeman. He said C. Freeman felt like he was getting a cataract or something. He got on this healing game. You can do that shit too, but you kind of get off the bullshit too. Like I said, when I pulled up off the shit, I started, that shit all went away or whatever. Because that's where a lot of our shit comes from, that mucus, man. Each his own though, man. Like I said, I ain't on no fucking tirade. I'm not like your local podcaster or your New Day podcaster, or how they react to the dope dealers. They were poisoning the community. Well, you niggas just go march in front of them pork factories. That shit is, that's a bad motherfucker. I tell you, that pig, boy, people ain't getting it. I know it's hard to make the connection. I tell people like a lot of our fucked up mentality comes from that goddamn pig. I was telling you the other day, You know, well, you got clean pigs. No, none, nothing. You don't eat that. Don't eat this shit, man. Like I say, when they hit us with the black people have the highest rate of black blood pressure, high blood pressure, all this shit, it's easy to be fucked up as a black person because shit, when we was in slavery, that's all they fed them with fucking hog and shit. So by the time we got free, this shit is all in our bloodstream, line, genetics, and then we can't, I gotta eat my goddamn ribs and all this shit. So, of course, you're going to have ailments and shit wrong with your body that'll make you say, hey, I need to go and see a doctor because you're eating this bullshit. Then you go in there and they put the whoop wham on you. They didn't give you some bullshit medicine. They don't tell you to stop eating the bullshit. So a real doctor would be like, well, what's your diet? Well, I eat ham every day. Cut that shit out. They don't tell you that. A real doctor would say, hey, that shit turns into worms in your body. Those worms cause cravings because you crave shit and you eat it. The worms in you become one with you and they start craving shit too. They're eating the flesh of the pig or the flesh of shit that's in you, but they crave, their hunger becomes your hunger. So you become cravinous, cravey, and be craving more shit and become hoggish. You eat the pig, you take on the appetite of the pig. The worm helps that. Why? Because you got these parasites in you that are craving shit. Their cravings turn into your cravings. So you're eating more, pigging out, hogging, off the hog. I'm going to put this one to a stop right here. Come back with another one. And we're going to close it out, baby. I wish I could, man, this goddamn picture. I want to show you niggas this shit here. You can kind of see it. But it's a nigga, and I was like, well, who is that? And you can kind of see him right there. You literally look. But you got to see the camera fucking it up. I see a double light thing. Wait, so I'm going to print the picture out, though. I'm going to get it. I'm going to take it to Walgreens probably tomorrow. I should have been done that, but I thought you'd be able to see it off of this. I was going to do that anyway, but no, wait. I want y'all to see this one. I want y'all to see the whole thing. I want to see it in glorious splendor. But, you niggas hold it down, man. I'll be back.